Hello everyone, in this video we will talk about strings in Python. Okay. Now in Python, anything which is enclosed in single quotes or in double quotes or in triple quotes is a valid Python string. Okay. Now how to define a string? I am taking any variable name, let's say s, this is equals to Python sample string. Okay. Now we have already discussed how to check what is the data type. So we have a type function. So I'm saying print type of s. Alright, let's execute this. Okay. So this is showing this is a string. Alright. Let's discuss few things about string. First, strings are immutable, which means once I define a string, I cannot modify the value at same memory location. So for an example, let's say s1 is equals to Python. Now to get a memory location, I'm saying id of s1. Okay, now this is the memory location. If I try to change the value, now I'm saying s1 is equals to Java. If I print the id now, id of s1. Okay, so now you can see the variable name is same, but memory locations will be different. Okay, so it shows that I cannot modify the value of a string at the same memory location. When you change the value, it will defaultly create a new string at new memory location. Okay. Okay. So next thing. So string is ordered data structure. Okay. Which means the order in which you are adding a value to the string, Python will also maintain the same order. And when I say any data structure is ordered, which means it will support indexing and slicing. Okay, let's discuss what is indexing and what is slicing. So I'm saying s is equals to Python sample string. Okay, so this is a sample string. Now, for a string, we have two types of indexes. One which will go from left to right and one which will go from right to left. Okay. So the one which starts from left hand side, it will start from 0. So this p will have index 0, this y will have index 1, t will have 2. Okay. So now if I print s of 0, it will show me p. Let's try to make it 1. This will be y. Okay, 2. Alright, so we have one index which will start from left hand side and it will go till the right end. So 0, 1, 2 and so on. We have another type of indexes which will start from right hand side and it will go on the left hand side. So it will start from -1. So if I print s of -1, this will give me g. If I want this n, I will say -2. Okay, so one which will go from left to right and one from right to left. Now you can use any index, whether you want a positive one or a negative one. Okay, Python will not throw any error. Now let's say I'm saying s of 100. Okay. From this string you can say it is less than 100 characters. So obviously if I try to print the element which is present at 100th index, it will throw me an error. Now let's have a look at the error. So it say index error. Okay, so string index out of range. That means whatever value you are specifying for an index does not exist. Okay. So this is indexing. Now let's discuss slicing. Alright. Now if you want a substring from this original string, you don't have to write a looping statement for this. Okay, you can achieve the same using your slicing. Now, how to write slicing statements? So let's say I want only Python from this string. Okay, now let's calculate the indexes. So index of P will be 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm saying 0 colon 5. Okay, alright, let me comment this part. Okay, so I'm specifying a start and I'm specifying the end. So it will defaultly start from 0 and it will check 5th index. Okay, now keep in mind this end is not inclusive, and that is the reason it is just printing pytho, not python. Okay, so you have to always specify the 0 to 6 and it will fetch you the characters starting from 0 to 5. Let's execute this now. Now it will display me entire Python. Okay, so this is one variation. Now let's say I want everything starting from this S to the end of the string. Okay, let's calculate index. So we have calculated this N is 5, this space is 6 and this S is 7. Okay, so I can write as start from 7, but now I will not specify the end. So now if I execute this, it will start from the S and it will go till end of the string. Similarly, the first statement which we discussed, that I only want Python, I can write it as print s of colon 6. So here I am not specifying the start. So it will defaultly start from 0 and it will check this 6. Again, this 6 will not be inclusive. Okay, so far we have discussed start and the end. So next variation I will only specify the start, not the end. And the third one I'm not specifying the start and I'm only specifying the end. Okay, now let's say you want every alternate character. Okay, so instead of fetching all the characters, I want alternate characters. We have third parameter and that is called stride. Okay, so how it works, let's see. I'm saying print s of, let's start from 0. Alright, let's specify this colon. So this is my start. I'm not giving any start value. I don't want to give any end value. So by default it will fetch the entire string, but I don't want to print every character. I want to print every second character. Okay, so I'm not specifying the start, I'm not specifying the end, I'm only specifying the third parameter and that is stride. Okay, now let's analyze the output. So it starts from first, it printed P, then I'm saying print every second character. So it will skip Y and give me T. Then skip H, print O. Skip N, print this space. Okay, then skip this S, print A. Likewise, if I want every third character, I'll just change it to 3. So now if you see, it will start from P, so this is 0. Then print me every third character. So that's why skip Y and T and print the third character, that is H. Okay, so likewise I can use this stride if I want alternate characters. Now this stride will also decide the direction of the string. So if I say print s of colon minus 1. Now this will give me the same string in a reverse order. So this stride will decide the direction. If stride is positive, it will always traverse a string from left hand side to right hand side. If the stride is negative, then it will always traverse it from right hand side to the left hand side. Okay, now if I modify it to -2, then it will print me every second character but from right hand side. So it will start from G, skip N, print me I. Same way skip R, print me T, and so on. Okay, so this is the third parameter. Now we have seen in terms of indexing, if I specify the wrong index, it will throw an index error. Okay, but in case of slicing, if I specify wrong index, let's say I am saying start from 6 and go till 0, okay, and my stride is positive. If I'm not specifying anything, that means I'm specifying positive stride. In that case, it will always go from left to right, okay. But if you check my indexes, it is actually I want to traverse it in a reverse direction, right? So in that case, it will return you a blank string, okay. So indexing will throw an error if you specify the wrong indexes, but slicing will return you the empty list. Okay, now let's have a look how it works when you iterate using the for loop. Okay, so I have this string s. Now syntax of for loop we discussed in the last session also. So for any user defined variable name, so I'm saying value in this s, okay, and let's print this value. Okay, so if I execute this, so in each iteration it will give me one character. So first it will take this p, pass it to this value, and I'm printing that particular value. Next iteration it will give y, pass it to the value and print this value, and so on. So whenever you are iterating over a string, in each iteration you will get one character at a time. Okay, now you can use your slicing while iterating also. Let's say I want to iterate over alternate characters. So here I'll just say colon 2. Okay, now if I execute this, it will start from p. Now it will not directly give me y. Okay, so it will skip this y because I'm saying print me every second character. So it is iterating over p. In the next iteration it is giving me e, and in next iteration it gives o. Okay, now Python provides a lot of built-in methods for any data type. So if we just write help of string and execute this, it will show the entire list of inbuilt functions available only for this data type string. Okay, so in the next session we will talk more about